Hello ladies, hello gents. Thank you for being here today. My name is Irresistible, and you know that I do not take your presence here for granted. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for the likes, thank you for the comments, thank you for the shares, thank you for the subscriptions. I really do appreciate it. It is coming from the bottom of my heart, guys. If you're new, you're welcome, and do understand that on this channel, we are going to grow so much. We are going to evolve so much beyond our own imaginations. So walk on this journey with me, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you know when we have new uploads. So let's get right into business. The number one habit of a high value woman is that she is very receptive. In our world today, women have been raised to tap more into their masculine energy. They have been raised in such a way that they know that they have to be the man, they have to be the woman, they have to be the mother, the father, everything. So that has made them to be so close up in such a way that they have built walls around themselves. These walls are actually something that they were building for protection, to protect themselves against hurt, against the outside world. But down the line, it becomes so detrimental because now it has become a habit of them. So they don't know how to be receptive. But a high value woman understands that she needs to be receptive. Because have you been with someone sometime and you're like, oh, I love your dress, you're so beautiful. And then they are wondering, especially if you're a guy, and then this woman is wondering why you're even talking to her. She's putting up all these walls and just getting pissed because of a simple compliment. A high value woman takes compliment really well. She understands that somebody can tell her that she's beautiful, someone can tell her that they like an aspect of her, and just being genuine about it. So she will bask in that compliment because she knows that it is coming from a place of kindness, is coming from a place of love. It doesn't necessarily mean that the person who is saying this to them is coming from a place of malice. So a high value woman understands the importance of being receptive, and they have made this a habit to be receptive anywhere they go to. This brings us to the second point. A high value woman has mastered the art of embracing her femininity. A high value woman, when she walks into a room, her energy precedes her, and boom, she gets preferential treatment. You will look at her and be wondering, but why is she getting preferential treatment? That is because of the aura that she carries. That is because of the energy that she's carrying. Because when she walks into that room, she doesn't need to speak much. Because what happens is that her energy has spoken before she even says a word. You understand? Her energy speaks before she opens up her mouth to say a word. And that is because she has embraced that femininity. That is because she understands that her femininity in what makes her attractive. It is something that somebody can smell from a mile away. So she taps into that. She makes it to become a habit. And that is what she lives her life by. Those are the rules that she lives by. And she carries it all along with her. The third habit of a high value woman is that she is emotionally intelligent. She works on herself every day to develop herself. She doesn't only develop herself physically, she doesn't only develop herself mentally, but she develops her emotions as well. Because your emotions are what determine how you react with other people, how you communicate with people. A high value woman understands that not every table that she's invited to, she shows up. Not every fight that she's invited to, she shows up. She understands that there are some fights that you do not show up to. She understands the value of silence, because sometimes when somebody throws a problem at you and you decide to become silent about it, it makes other people wonder, like, what is she thinking? Some will think that you're bragging and say, but what does she think she is? But it's because she understands the value that it's not every action that requires a reaction. There are some times that you will sit back and just watch. There are some times that you will speak up. A high value woman understands that she's going to speak up, but she will only speak up when it is necessary, when she understands that this thing that she's saying is going to calm down the situation and not necessarily add more fuel to the flame. So a high value woman, she's very emotionally intelligent, She guards her emotions wisely. She understands that she doesn't need to go at everything bam, 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 bam. She needs to calm down and take things the way she understands that it's going to be better for her now and in the future. So that is another form of delaying gratification. Sometimes people do things to you and you just want to come at them because you know that it's going to give you a form of satisfaction. But a high value woman understands that there is a time and a place for everything. What number are we on, guys? So the fourth habit of a high value woman is that she has a pleasant personality. She's very polite. She understands the need to say please and thank you. This is so underrated, guys. You meet some people and they do not know how to say a simple please and a thank you, especially when they are talking to someone that they feel is a subordinate, or they feel is a child, or they feel like this person cannot really do anything for them. They don't know how to say please. They don't know how to say thank you. They don't know how to say I apologize. They don't know how to say it is my mistake and stuff like that. But a high value woman has a pleasant character. She has brought herself in such a way that she's able to communicate with whoever she meets. She can make a conversation with just anybody because she's looking at you and she's seeing somebody that she can love. She's seeing somebody that she can talk to. She's not looking at people with malice. She's not looking at people and being condescending, because there are some people that are very condescending. They talk to you in a condescending manner. But a high value woman has cultivated this habit of being very pleasant. Don't you want to become a high value woman? The next habit of a high value woman is that she is very tidy. She understands the value of being tidy, of being clean, of keeping her surroundings neat. You understand? There are some people that you meet on the street. They look amazing. They are so impeccable. But when you go to their homes, you can't even as much as drink a bottle of water because everywhere is so nasty. If they even offer you food, you can't eat. Even when you're so hungry because you're looking at the pots that the food came from. You're looking at a kitchen that was being cooked in. You're looking at everything and it is so nasty, and you understand that this is dirt that has been sitting there for long and long and long and long. But you're seeing them out there, they are looking so shiny. It is not only about being clean on the outside. It's about being clean in your home. It's about being tidy, being neat, and making sure that you're not only grooming yourself, but you're grooming your home. A high value woman understands that she needs to keep her home clean because cleanliness is next to godliness. This is something that is a habit that they form. And most people don't understand that you need to do this to become a high value woman. It may sound so small, but yet it is so profound because, say for example, that you're somewhere and something happens to you and they have to rush you home. They'll be looking at you outside and you're looking so classy and so neat, but they're rushing you to your house and the whole place is a mess. That is not something that high value women do. Last but not the least, and this one is even supposed to be the first habit because it is the foundation of everything that we have spoken about a high value woman. A high value woman knows that self-care is something that she needs to invest in. She needs to carve out time just to cater to herself, because you can hire somebody to cook for you. You can hire somebody to clean for you. You can hire somebody to even drive you, but you cannot hire someone to take care of you. You have to understand that self-care is something that you have to do for yourself. Self-care is irrelative. It is, how can I put it? Self-care is something that is dependent upon the person. It could be going to the gym. It could be putting on makeup, looking good. It could be just finding out time to be quiet, It could be reading a book. But anything that pumps you energy, anything that gives you enough energy that you can conquer your day is self-care. You have to carve out time for that. Because when you're happy, when your energy levels are up, you can pay more attention. When your energy levels are up, you can be a better wife. I, for one, when I have taken care of myself, I've pampered myself, I've soaked myself and I'm all happy and joyous. I am a better wife. I am a better mother at that time. But when you're cranky, when you don't take out the time to take care of yourself, when you don't take out the time to pamper yourself, to nurture yourself, you become very cranky and nobody wants to be around someone who is cranky. So you have to make sure that you find the time to take care of yourself. There is something radical about taking care of yourself because when you take care of yourself, it gives you energy. When you have energy, you're happy. When you're happy, you're able to do all the things that you set out to do for yourself. When you're happy, you don't have the time to be thinking about bad thoughts. When you're happy, you don't have the time to be competing with other people. When you're happy, you don't have low self-esteem. When you're happy, you're confident. When you're happy, you're able to just plunge into life and do all that you are called to be. So it is important to take care of yourself. It is important to take that time out. People are always saying that, oh, she's only doing this for herself, she's doing that for herself. Do not feel guilty for taking care of yourself. Do not let anyone make you feel guilty that you want to carve out time to be alone, because it is very important. I cannot overemphasize this, because when you do that, you become a better person. When you do that, you fight depression. When you do that, you fight suicidal thoughts. Because most people who have committed suicide is because they are not happy. And they're not happy because they forgot about themselves or because of some other thing that has happened in their life. But just do the basic minimum of taking care of yourself. Thank you so much, guys, for watching today's video. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell. That way you know when we have new uploads. Thank you and have a fab day. Bye.